What have you been doing comedy? 8 minutes?
No, 8 minutes. I've been doing it probably. I've got a weird history with comedy. About 10 or 11 years of like actual like open mics in a scene.
Yeah.
Before that, it was like 3 years of me just running a bar, getting blackout, and doing 45 minutes just for fun.
Wow.
I would do it like
In Alabama.
In Alabama, yeah. There was a bar that I ran in Jacksonville, Alabama, and there was like, it was crazy. All these country singers that are big now kind of were coming through. Riley Green, Sam Hunt, Drake White. And I was like, if I hear Wagon Wheel one more time, I'm going to kill myself. So I just, as running the bar, I just made pitchers $1, and I got up and just rambled for an hour. Never met another comedian, never been to a mic. I wasn't doing it like chasing a dream. I was like, maybe this will be,
This sounds like the worst bar ever.
Yeah, it was the best.
The bartender's ranting again. What the hell?
It is the best. Well, in the middle of Alabama, nobody has seen anything like this because nobody talks publicly without a song. Like nobody's on stage, with a microphone giving thoughts or takes. So I was up there just, ripping on our buddy sitting in the front row, talking about the cops that were waiting on us outside of the door.
Sure.
Just real local stuff. But it was a wild way to get into it.
Yeah, but did you go, hey, buddy, come watch me? Like, how did you get a crowd going?
Well, I mean, I was always holding court, telling stories, being a jokester. And so a bunch of times my friends would be like, man, you should do comedy. You should do comedy. And it's like, that doesn't exist in our world.
Yeah.
So eventually, I just watched Robin Williams live on Broadway, and I go, okay, I think I got a decent read on this. And so I just went up there, and I was just doing it for fun, like for 4 years.
Whoa.
About probably 5 to 7 times a year. It was truly like just a fun little hobby. And then I got a couple DUIs, and I made it my job.
Hell yeah.
Yeah.
But, and I heard
Let that be a lesson, you kids. Don't get started till at least you drink and drive twice.
That's exactly right.
2 times.
Justin
then you can
Timberlake, you're about to start comedy.
Yeah, he's one away from having an hour. Yeah.
Yeah, but I heard. And
do it.
this
Why
might-
would you not just Uber at this point? If it's Justin Timberlake.
Well, you think he runs the world? He can do whatever he wants. So he's like, I'm not gonna get busted.
I guess.
Yeah, he probably gets out of it. He's probably gotten out of it before.
I mean,
Yeah.
he
But
told
it's not worth this.
Yeah. Well, he told the police officer when he got pulled over that he was on a world tour.
Yeah,
which is
I
a
saw that.
wild thing.
I saw
Yeah,
it,
yeah.
Like, I understand wanting to tell him you're Justin Timberlake. Maybe that works.
Sure.
But I'm on a world tour. The cop goes, what is a world tour?
He
Right.
was shit faced, but he was probably like there. He's like sees a cop behind him. He's like, "Got to see the world tour."
Plug. There is a body cam. Plug it.
Plug it.
Yeah, plug it.
I'm in Edinburgh. Just telling you.
Content.
No, but he also, at one point, they were like, what do you do? And he goes, I don't know how to explain this. I'm Justin Timberlake. I'm like, just say musician.
I know.
I was thinking
He
the
had-
same
That's
thing.
the most normal conversation he's had with a regular
That's
person.
true.
though. So you gotta
And there's
say
one point where he goes, how long am I going to be here? The guy goes, you're going to stay the night? He goes, the whole night? And I remember thinking like, oh, he's never done anything unpleasant for a
Yeah.
while.
That's how jail works.
Yeah, one night is nothing. He should be like, oh, great, one night. All right.
Also, it's a Hamptons jail too. So.
It was in the Hamptons. Huh?
Yeah.
Everyone drinks and drives in the Hamptons, I guess.
Oh, yeah.
and that's
Billy
why he was
Joel,
by
baby.
himself too. They're usually these guys that'll be with
That's
a crew.
true.
Can you imagine how bad he was driving to get pulled up? I bet the cop was like, I don't even want to do. He's in the yard again.
Right.
Because in the Hamptons, I bet they're not just knocking people down. Too much
No.
money in that community.
Right.
It'd be a headache.
Good point.
But
Yeah,
this
Billy Joel, like that was his whole doc. It was like he was
That
just
was it.
drinking it. That was the whole song. You may be right, I may be crazy, but I just
wow.
might be the lunatic you're looking for. It's because he was. I think he rode a motorcycle home drunk.
That's it.
And she was like, "You're a lunatic," and he was like, "All right, the wheels are going." Even when he's in a blackout, it's like, "I think I got something."
Yeah.
That's great.
Yeah, he hit a house. You got to be drunk to hit a house.
Oh, man, that is tough.
Yeah.
So you got 2 DUIs.
Yeah, I got 2 DUIs.
After the first
in
one, how
6
do you get a
months.
second one?
6 months.
Yeah, I say 6 months because it sounds better than 4. But yeah, I just got on a heater, man, back to back. The first one was like a classic. I got in a vehicle that had a light out. It wasn't my car, but they were real cool about it. I got it in Alabama. It was like Mayberry. They like gave me a slice of pie.
Right.
They were like, "You can't drive drunk. You gonna kill somebody."
Right.
And like we're like playing dominoes, hanging out. The second one was outside of Atlanta, and they were pissed.
Oh, that's a real city.
Yeah. It was in Cartersville, and the judge just really went after me. He found out that I ran a college bar, and he found out it was my second DUI. So even though I got it in a parking lot, parked car, wedding.
Oh, come on.
I know. It keeps getting worse. I had a decent case when the police, but I mean, I blew it from the get-go. You ought to see the camera. She walks up, and I lead with this. I wasn't going to drive, but I lead with, "Oh, I'm not driving. I just got a DUI." I go, I don't even have a license. And she was like, you got to come out, because the key was in the ignition, and I was truly just heating it up.
That's how they get you, the key in the ignition.
That's it. But I was cooked immediately. And then we were going to take it to a jury. My lawyer, he liked the case that we had. There was a lot of loopholes. She admitted on tape. I go, I'm at my buddy's wedding. And she goes, we know you're at a wedding. We've been out here all night. And so, there was some things, but when it came down to it, when we told them that we would take it to a jury, they put our feet to the fire. The DA was like, well, we want max consequences, so 5 years prison, all these other things. Or you can just take the 2 DUIs and we'll call it even.
Fight it.
Yeah. So, no,
I'll do the time.
No, I was outside of the courthouse. My lawyer was like, no, he was fired up. Right. He was like, and I was like,
you get the worst possible lawyer. He's like, I can do this.
Yes, he was. He was young. He was like 25. All I could afford. Yeah, and he was like, no, we are prepared for this case. I go, you're not doing the time.
Yes.
I go, I just watched Locked Up for 3 days in a row. The last thing I'm doing is going to jail. So I just took the DUIs and
you could have been White Alley Sadiq.
Oh my God!
Could have
been a close call.
So what is it? It's on your record now. Like, you're not gonna have
the crazy thing is I'm really an outlaw because I never finished my probation.
Ooh.
I just never went back. I did it like 3 or 4 times.
It's good to say this publicly on the podcast.
Yeah.
Technically, I am a fugitive.
I had to eventually. You got to pay money to fix this thing. But I quit going for a little bit, and then I had to tie my loose ends and fix it. But yeah, I was on the run.
I thought you moved here to get better at comedy. It's just because you don't need a car.
I went to Denver first for 10 years without a car. And then, because I haven't drove in 15 years.
Yeah.
Damn. But
if I see you drunk on a city bike, we're gonna have a talk.
That could screw you going to Canada. People get stopped at the border all the time.
Yeah, can you do Canada?
Yeah, I've been to Canada. countless times. There's one.
He's like, I got 2 Canadian DUIs.
Well, there was one time they took me back to the office. They have like a long conversation, hour long, and they eventually come out and they let me go. And in the comedian's head, I go, I bet they watch some of my material. And they go, you know what? I like it. Let him through. Because it was an hour of me sitting in that office. So that's the close call that I've had.
And what did they say when they came out?
No, nothing. There was no like real conversation about anything. Now when I'm doing like big gigs, like when I'm doing like that, the festival that they have every summer, you've got a piece of paper that kind of, there's no questions asked. I'm kind of shooting through.
Oh, the
when
outdoor thing. What is it? The Great Outdoors.
Great Outdoors.
Yeah.
When you're doing the comedy clubs, it becomes a little bit, I don't really have the paperwork that just shoos me in.
Right.
It's a little bit more of a conversation.
Damn.
Yeah.